Hey guys, Ryan here from Koala, and in this video I'm going to talk about how anchoring and confirmation biases can hurt timeshare owners. And if you don't know what those are, neither did I until I talked to Mike Kennedy, our CEO, and he taught me a bit about these different types of biases. So let's jump right into it. First, there's anchoring bias. Anchoring bias is the tendency to rely heavily on the first piece of information received when making decisions. For example, a homeowner may receive an offer for their home when the market is hot that is higher than another offer when the market has cooled off months later. Their bias can restrict them from accepting the lower offer because they feel it's still worth what it was when the market was hot. Then there's confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is the tendency to seek out and interpret information in a way that confirms pre-existing beliefs. Essentially, people will search for, or in some cases, only absorb information that supports their narrative. So now let's talk about timeshare owners and cognitive biases. Timeshare ownership is a great way for individuals to enjoy vacation properties without the full-time commitment and maintenance of a second home. However, anchoring and confirmation biases can create problems for owners when they're looking to sell, exit, or even rent to offset their costs, and can lead them to make poor decisions that result in financial loss. So let's look at some examples of this. Story one involves anchoring bias. This is Mark's $2,100 minimum. Mark owns a 2-bedroom timeshare in Palm Desert that he's enjoyed for years, but lately his schedule doesn't allow him to use it. Looking to offset the $2,100 he pays annually in maintenance fees, he decided to try renting it out. When he listed the unit, he set the price at exactly $2,100, no more, no less. If I can't at least break even, he said, there's no point. But when his daughter showed him the exact same unit renting on booking.com for $1,850 and several comparable listings on peer-to-peer platforms for $1,400 to $1,600, Mark would not budge. That's fine for them, he said, but I'm not letting it go for a loss. As weeks passed and the calendar crept closer to his check-in date, Mark held firm. He declined multiple lower offers, assuming someone would pay for his asking price eventually, and no one did. The week went unused, Mark didn't earn a dime, and he still paid the $2,100 in fees. Had he listed at $1,500, he could have at least covered 70% of his costs and avoided a total loss. Anchoring bias costs Mark more than money. It costs him opportunity. By fixating on a break-even number rather than the current market value, he priced himself out entirely. Story two is confirmation bias. Linda's $7,000 fantasy. Linda was thrilled when she upgraded her off-season 1-bedroom timeshare to a peak season 2-bedroom in Las Vegas. The $50,000 price tag felt steep, but the developer's pitch made it sound like an investment. You can easily rent this out for $3,000 to $5,000 a week, more during F1 weekend. So when Linda couldn't use her F1 week the following year, she set out to rent it. Koala offered to list it for free and even gave her a suggested price based on real market data around $1,400. After all, Vegas has no shortage of hotel rooms, even during major events. But Linda didn't want to hear it. That price didn't align with what she believed or what she'd been told when she bought it from the salesperson. So when a self-proclaimed rental expert reached out and said they already had buyers lined up willing to pay $7,000 for her week, she jumped at the chance. The catch? A $2,000 upfront marketing fee. She paid it and then heard nothing. No booking, no buyer, just excuses and silence. Linda never rented the week, never recovered the $2,000, and still owed her annual maintenance fees. Her decision to trust only the people who reinforced her belief rather than the data cost her thousands. Confirmation bias led Linda to chase promises that matched what she wanted to believe instead of evaluating the real market. The result? A very expensive lesson. And I don't tell these stories to shame anybody or to scare anybody either. But I think it's important to remember that we've bought into these timeshares and we own them for life. And sometimes the best option is for us to look at the market data, look at what these units are renting for, and then recoup some of those maintenance fees so that we don't lose them all. And obviously, it's also best if we don't fall for scams. So if you're looking to list your timeshare, you can actually list for free on Koala. And if you're looking for more hands-on help renting it out, we also have VIP memberships available. But we're also there if you just want to call us at any time and get advice on situations like this, to avoid scams or to just understand how much your timeshare might rent for. We even have an AI pricing tool that will show you exactly what the market rate is for your unit at any given week. So I hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Make sure to go visit koalavacations.com.